Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another video. In the last video, we have discussed about some operations on lists, right? We have a data structure, built-in data structure in Python. There are four different built-in data structures in Python, like list, tuple, set, and dictionary, right? So in that we have discussed about list in a much deeper, right? So for now, we'll be discussing about tuple, a similar kind of data type, but there are some differences between tuple and list. Many times in the interviews also they will be asking what is the difference between a tuple and list, so we'll be dealing with that in this video. So generally a tuple is nothing but a variable which stores multiple items as similar as to a list, but whereas in list we can change the values in it, right? If we have at an index position of 1 we have apple. In our last example we changed it to orange, right? In the same way here in tuple we can't write or overwrite the particular item present in our tuple. Okay, it is a it is a sequence of built-in data types, like it contains several values within a one variable, right? So we can't change. Once it is declared, it will be static. More precisely, static. It will be static. It won't change again and again. So tuples are used to store multiple items in a single variable. Okay. So tuple is one of the four built-in data types in Python used to store collection of data. The other three are list, set, and dictionary, as we already discussed about that. So in the upcoming video, we'll be looking into sets and dictionaries as well. So let's see the difference between tuple and list. In tuple, the data is immutable. Immutable in the sense it can't be changed, right? Tuple, we can't able to change any kind of data once it is declared. Okay. We as similar as the list, we have a collection of orderly placed data, right? We can have different data types. Combination of data types can be different. So let's look at the syntax of tuple, how we will be declaring it, how we'll be using it. We'll be looking now with an example. Let's take tuple variable is equal to curly braces, like circular braces, sorry, circular braces, apple, banana, orange. See, it's just a representation of tuple. In the last video we have discussed about list, right? In list there is a difference. While declaring a list we'll be using square brackets, but whereas in the tuple we'll be using circular braces. That is the main difference in syntax, right? If we are using circular braces, it will be a tuple, whereas if we use any square bracket like this, it will be a list. Okay, if you use square brackets and have a collection of data or elements, it will be called as a list, whereas if you have within your circular braces, it will be converted as tuple. Okay, so that's the thing about list and tuple. And also in the list we have changed according to indexes, like if we have an index value of 1 as banana, we can change it into orange, but here in tuple it cannot be done. Let's try to change it. What it will be giving, we will be seeing in the output. Let's assume tuple 1 of index 1, let's assign it as ghee. Okay, let's run this. You can see tuple object does not support item assignment. You can see the error. We got an error called tuple is an object which does not allow or support the item assignment. We can't assign the values again. Okay, so here it is not able to take the index value of 1 into ghee. We can't change the values once declared. Okay, that's the major difference between tuple and list. Let us check the type of it. Let's say print type of type of tup1. If you run this, so if you run this, we got an output called class tuple, right? So in the same way as we declared it in a list, we will be having similar kind of things in tuple as well. But the only change here is in the syntax, and also here we can't able to write or over change the items in it. So that's the major difference behind it. So now let's see some function called length. let's find out the length of tuple. As similar to the list, we can also find the length of a tuple. The function is length tup1. If you run this, you'll be getting the size is 3. If you go on to add, let's assume we have g here. If you run this, you'll be getting 4, because the number of contents we have, number of items or collection we have in each tuple, we'll be getting through length function. So that's the thing, how to find out a length. Okay, length of a tuple, or even it's similar to the list as well. You can look up in the last video as well. We have discussed about the length function and some of the operations of accessing the list. So here the indexes of tuple is same. The collection of items, the indexes are all same. The positive index starts from 0, whereas the negative index starts from -1. So the indexes, all the uh, code, entire things, structurings, internal structures, or doesn't change here. They always remain same in these built-in data structures. Okay, that's the ideology behind list and tuple. There are only minimal variations between lists and tuples, as you already seen, based on the syntax and also based on the changing or mutable or immutability. Based on these two, we have the variation between tuple and a list. Okay, almost these two are similar, but they are somewhat different in terms of internal structuring on the syntaxes and all. I want to discuss an important concept here while declaring a tuple. See, while declaring a tuple, you will assume it is, let me discuss first with the list. Let me create list of li, list of man. Let's assume it. If you print the type of the list, type of list, what you'll be getting? You'll be getting the type as class list. Okay. If you ask this single item type of tup1, you can see what it will be giving. It is giving string, because it is not assuming it as a tuple. It is taking it as a string. Okay, it is ignoring the thing like circular braces. It is not considering the circular braces. So in this matter, in this point of time, it will be treated as string. So what you have to do is you have to place a comma. So you'll be asked in the interviews about the tuple types. If you run this now, you'll be getting the type as tuple. See, you can see in the output, it will be called as a tuple. If you remove the comma, if you have only the single element, it will be rendered as string itself. So you have to keep this point in mind. So this is also some difference between list and tuple. As you can see, if you place or put the comma, you can see the type is tuple. Whereas if you remove this comma, you will be having an output called string. So it is very tricky, right? So you have to keep in mind the differences between list and tuple. In the upcoming video, we'll be discussing about the operations and tuples we have in Python. And that's all for the video. Thanks for watching.